Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Stuart. I'm from Thermosash. With me today is Rozha, who'll be taking us through how we're adopting BIM and what that means for our future collaboration. For those who don't know us, at Thermosash we specialise in facade design, fabrication and installation, and we've had the pleasure to close in New Zealand's most complex and iconic buildings. We recently worked with some of you on the National Archives project, and it was an incredible job and a hugely successful project. One thing we reflected on is that we hadn't fully adopted BIM through the design, and that was a bit of a missed opportunity. A BIM culture would have helped with design efficiencies, coordination and confidence across the board. One of my favourite aspects of the Archives project was the spirit of innovation. And early on, I was invited to meet with Melissa and Rod at Warren Amani's offices, and they shared probably about 20 or 30 images of different facades around the globe. And we were sort of challenged with the idea of how we can meet the cultural intent. And we took that away with us for a few days to have a think about. The conversation and the thoughts amongst the team sparked something special, and we adapted our machinery that we had to emboss the rain screen panels at a mass scale that could be replicated for bulk production. The result was unique and hugely successful. I've pinched a panel from site on the way in this morning or this afternoon for anybody that wanted to have a look and a touch of what we can do. But I suppose the idea is that kind of innovation makes projects memorable. I'd like to thank anybody that is here from Warren Amani for the collaboration that made that possible. I encourage everybody who's in this room who's got bold ideas to come and talk to us. We love a challenge and we'll find a way to make it work. On that note, I'll hand over to Rozha, who'll take you through how we're embracing BIM and how that's going to help us deliver the next generation of projects. Thank you.
Hello everyone in the room. I'm Rozha from Thermosash. I'm BIM coordinator. My background is architectural technology and construction management. In the next couple of minutes, I will take you through the process at Thermosash, our vision and challenges, integrating BIM with manufacturing processes. Starting with a summary of the project process when we try to integrate BIM in it. When we're given access to the project information management and then common data environment like BIM 360, the BIM coordination for us starts at the very beginning when we extract information and provide our CAD engineers and structural engineers with the necessary design information. A group of people work hard to bring the design into real world. So they design the details and propose changes whenever needed. Test the practicality, let's say. The early drafts and set out then will be shared with the architects. We're waiting for them to review and return those documents. This is the time that we start 3D modeling in Revit. We try to keep the model light because of the coordination purposes. However, there are too many details to be simplified. Still, the model needs to track all of those clashes with the adjacent building elements. So that's kind of an optimization here. The package will be shared with other disciplines, and then, of course, we comply with BIM execution plan in the contract. Waiting for a BIM lead of the project to continue that coordination and get back to us with the concern. This concern then will be passed to our facade detail designers. This is a loop until we reach design consent we're ready to build, and then our manufacturing team start make those 3D model with all of those necessary details. But I just want to hold you here in Revit and 3D modeling. I guess all the disciplines are in when everyone wants a smoother communication when we reach to subcontractors. We adopt an approach in Revit 3D modeling, which is facade industry friendly. We treat them as a real panel. We model them in Revit in a way that we manufacture them. These are some components, some building elements in Revit, the curtain panel families. And this is an invitation for the architects. Why not using this approach to make our model a little bit manufacturing of the model? It, of course, is a shortcut from architectural model to the facade model. And everyone, I guess, need that sharp information transaction with facade specialists. We developed some virtual showroom in Revit. They are in our website for you to download. This is PW1000 thermally broken 200 millimeter mullion depth. This is our popular system, but more systems are in the way. Just give it a go, try it, and we would love to receive your feedback. And this is what you expect. Just playing with those instance parameters, select out those infills and subframes, whatever suits the project. And eventually you will be able to just have your panel schedule with all of those necessary parameters. And about the complexity, yeah, not every facade are that rectangular, straightforward, unitized facade. We have some complexity sometimes, and for that purpose, we have also detail items and profile family. You can customize your panel. This slide is a heads up. Starting with mullion and panel at the very start, like when we try to sketch the facade, is easy and quick, choosing some random mullions profilers. But keeping that simple will leave a gap, and that gap become more effort and miscommunication with contractor. So try to speak the same language with the facade specialist. Everyone will have benefits. Also, early involvement matters for us. We know that facade components all sit with slabs structures, and they are not only flat components. We have brackets, for example. We have trouble with clashes. And when we involve facade specialists, reach their consultancy, when it is early enough, we can prevent those problems. These problems only raise when we are half through the process, and isn't it far too late really? We try this process, early involvement in a project. It was a complex project, a greenhouse of 21 facade elevations with all of those mechanical which penetrate the facade system. There were no way we could do that without early involvement. We sat with other disciplines, challenge each other, and reach win-win solutions. And the most interesting part was our contribution to the development of BIM execution plan in the contract. We make it kind of facade industry a Word document, which was very helpful, and everyone was happy at the end. Because we have some people when we as BIM coordinator are busy simplifying models, we have some people in manufacturing side, they're very interested in details down to notch and a screw. They try to build a high detail model. This model then will fit into our factory machine. So here is our point. Let's involve facade people early and prevent future problems. And integrating BIM with manufacturing is the future. We at Thermosash heard this industry call. We try to adopting it. Of course, it needs practice and empathy. Thank you so much.